Hey friends, and welcome back to The Intuitive Truth. So before we even get into the cards, the energy around this reading is already telling a story. We rolled the moon in Pisces in the 7th house. So this is emotional awareness in relationships, but not surface level. This is the kind of energy where you're feeling everything. Subtle shifts, unspoken dynamics, things that don't quite add up, but you can't fully explain. Pisces brings intuition, empathy, and sometimes illusion. And the moon here amplifies that. So emotions are heightened, perception is strong. But the lesson is learning to trust what you feel without getting lost in it. And with the 7th house, this is specifically about your connections, romantic, close partnerships, anyone you're energetically tied to. So this reading feels like a moment where something is being felt very deeply, and at the same time, something is being revealed. And what I'm already picking up is you're seeing more than what's being shown. Now going into the spread, remembering the bottom row clarifies the top. Starting with "this is not worth the cost," clarified by "you are seeing what others cannot." This is immediate clarity. Something here may look valuable on the surface, emotionally, energetically, or even materially, but you're seeing beyond that. You're seeing the deeper cost, the emotional drain, the imbalance, the underlying truth that others either can't see or choose not to see. This is intuitive discernment, not paranoia, not overthinking, clarity. And this is telling you to trust that. Then, soul mission awakening clarified by protect your energy. This is powerful because your awakening is not just about becoming more aware, it's about becoming more selective. You don't have access to everything anymore, and not everything has access to you. As you step into your purpose, your alignment, your higher awareness, your energy becomes more valuable. And because of that, it needs to be protected. Not everyone is meant to come with you into this next phase. Then the center, the observer, clarified by "this is not yours to carry." And this is where your role becomes very clear. You are not meant to fix this. You are not meant to hold this. You are not meant to carry the emotional weight of whatever is happening here. Your role is to observe, to understand, to see, but not to absorb. And that's a big shift, especially with Pisces energy, because you naturally feel deeply. But this is saying, just because you feel it doesn't mean it's yours. Then, trying to replace you clarified by withdraw your attention. This feels very specific. There may be someone or a situation where there's comparison, replacement energy, or even an attempt to fill a space that you once held. But the guidance here is not to react, not to engage, not to prove anything. Your power is in your withdrawal. Your energy is what gives things weight. And when you pull that back, the dynamic shifts. And then "this looks good on the surface," clarified by your presence changes rooms. And this ties everything together beautifully, because something here may appear appealing, aligned, or even perfect on the outside, but your energy disrupts illusion. When you're present, things shift. When you walk into a space, dynamics change. You bring awareness, whether people are ready for it or not. So what looks good on the surface doesn't hold up under your presence, because you feel what's real. And the overall energy of this spread is not about confusion. It's about heightened awareness in relationships. You're seeing more, feeling more, understanding more. But the lesson here is not to get pulled into what you're seeing. It's to recognize it and choose yourself anyway. So now we're taking everything you already felt in that first spread, and we're bringing it into full clarity with the tarot one by one. Starting with "this is not worth the cost," clarified by the 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. And right away, this confirms what you were already picking up on. The 3 of Cups can be celebration, but in this context, especially paired with what you're seeing intuitively, this points to multiple people involved, social dynamics, or even a third-party situation. This is not as simple or as one-on-one as it may have appeared. And the fact that this is clarifying "not worth the cost" is showing that whatever this dynamic is, it comes with layers that you don't need to involve yourself in. Then, soul mission awakening clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. And now we have 2 3s back to back. That's not random. That's repetition, emphasis, amplification. And 33 itself is a master number. Growth through awareness, higher level understanding, stepping into purpose. But on a grounded level, this again reinforces group energy, multiple influences, collaboration, or people being involved in ways that affect your path. So your awakening is not happening in isolation. It's happening through these dynamics, but also teaching you discernment within them. Then we move into the center, the observer, clarified by the Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this is you learning something new about yourself. This is a shift into a more grounded awareness. You're not reacting emotionally the way you used to. You're observing, processing, and learning. The page is curiosity, but also a beginning. So this is you stepping into a new way of handling situations, more grounded, more intentional. Then trying to replace you clarified by the Tower, Scorpio energy, major arcana, and this is big. This is not subtle energy. The Tower is disruption, truth being revealed, things falling apart that were not built on something real. So if there is any kind of replacement energy, comparison, or illusion, it doesn't hold, it collapses. And the fact that this is a major arcana means this is a defining moment. This is not something that quietly fades. This is something that becomes very clear. Then, this looks good on the surface, clarified by the Lovers, Gemini energy, major arcana. And this is exactly what it sounds like. A connection, a choice, something that looks aligned, feels magnetic, or appears meaningful. But in the context of everything else, this is asking, is it truly aligned, or is it just appealing on the surface? The Lovers is not just love, it's a decision, a path, a choice between what feels good and what is actually right. Now moving into the bottom row, you are seeing what others cannot clarify by the Six of Cups, Cancer energy. And this is past energy, nostalgia, emotional memory. So what you're seeing clearly may be tied to patterns from the past, either yours or theirs. You're recognizing something familiar, something that has happened before, and you're seeing it from a higher perspective now. Then, protect your energy clarified by the Seven of Wands reversed, Leo energy. And this is important, because upright, this is defending your position, but reversed, this is saying stop fighting for something that drains you. Protection doesn't always look like resistance. It sometimes looks like stepping back completely. Then this is not yours to carry, clarified by the Knight of Cups, reversed, Pisces energy. And this is emotional imbalance, inconsistency, or someone not fully grounded in their feelings. This confirms that whatever emotional weight is present here, it's not yours. You may feel it, but it doesn't belong to you. Then withdraw your attention clarified by the Chariot, Cancer energy, major arcana. And this is powerful, because withdrawal here is not passive, it's movement, it's direction, it's choosing where your energy goes and actively moving forward. The Chariot is control, willpower, choosing your path regardless of outside influence. And then finally, your presence changes rooms, clarified by the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. And this is about value, energy, and what you hold on to. Your presence has weight, your energy has impact. And this card is reminding you to be intentional with where you place it, because not every space deserves access to you.